Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show, YouTube buddies. This isn't the show. This is not the show. This is just an update for y'all that regularly watch and letting you know what's going on. I've got a list. Hey there, update. I've been busy working on the show. We got some stuff coming up. I'm working on a few things. One thing is some special guests that we're going to have coming up. That's going to be pretty cool. News on that coming soon. But the other thing I'm working on, I'd like to talk to you about this, see what you think. I've been talking with Tim McCormick from, it's here somewhere. Hold on a second. I'm coming right back. Boom, Cultured Biologics. These guys make some amazing stuff. But more than that, they really do a lot of research and science things about living soil and about microbial life in the soil. They're really kind of on the forefront of that research with that as it applies to growing, indoor growing, that sort of thing. So I've been talking to them and some other people about us putting together another show. I mean, obviously we're doing the Advanced Nectar show and we're doing the Great World's Hottest Pepper show. Another show specifically about advanced topics on living soil. So what do you think about that? Is that something you're interested in? I'm sure you probably are, but what form do you think that might take? I've got Tim and me probably would be like co-hosts of that show, and we'd bring other people in from other companies and other scientist type people and authors and that sort of thing that work in that field and do something along that. So let me know what you think about that. Scott's not feeling well today, and so we weren't able to film today. He's kind of under the weather, and he's got a lot going on. I'm not certain we're going to have Scott this week on the show. If we don't, we'll bring someone else in and do something special this week. We'll have a fill-in special host, but I'm not sure about the Scott thing. I'll keep you posted, but definitely not today, probably not tomorrow. So we'll see what's going on with that. It's nothing serious. He's fine, just not feeling well, so not so much with that. The comments. I think you've probably noticed I haven't been in the comments responding back. Been busy with stuff. You know, I'm back. I'm back now. Actually, tonight I'll be working on some responding to you in the comments. And I know there's a lot of questions in there in the comments that are pretty technical type questions that we're going to need some expert help on. So I'll be getting people to talk about those. But I got a few comments here I wanted to point out. Tom Stoller said, could I start these inside my tent and then plant outside to finish? Now he's talking about the peppers on the Pepper Show. And we will, I think if you actually look back at some of the episodes with John Ford, he talks about that. But we will talk about that specifically on the World's Hottest Pepper Show. That's his MO, his modus operandi. A little Latin there for you, of how he does it. He starts everything inside in real small, some real small tents, and then he pulls it outside as soon as he gets the weather going to finish those off. So if you're growing peppers and you're in a somewhat temperate climate, that's the way to do it, to get an early start on it. So yes, he does. Yes, you can. And we will talk about it more at length. But if you go back through some of the videos with John Ford from Ford's Fiery Food and Plants, my co-host for the World's Hottest Pepper Show, you will see some information about that. Brian Finney. This may sound like a dumb question. There's no dumb questions, Brian. But can you use Trigger from Cultured Biologics tea while in bloom? I use Easy Tea Bloom, but wondering if you can go back and forth between the two during a tea day. Thanks for your time. Well, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Yeah. We'll get Tim on the show. I'm hoping to have Tim on the show, Tim McCormick from Cultured Biologics, to answer some of these specific questions about that and also talk about what we might be thinking with doing a living soil type show. So I believe you can. I don't see why you wouldn't, but that's me talking. We should get Tim on here to actually talk about that. So I will get you an answer to that in the comments, but also we're going to get Tim on the show. Red State Rebels says, can Scott talk more about soil pH and how to adjust it if it's out of balance? Yes. Yes, he can. So for the most part with, just a quickie is that, you kind of go, you probably know this, you want to go a little on the high side if you're trying to bring it up and a little on the low side if you want to bring it down, but you need to be inching that thing up. We talked a little bit about that in the video, but when Scott comes back, we will do that as one of the specific questions. So like I said, we're going to be answering a lot of these questions on air, but also I'm going to get back in the comments there and be responding to when we're talking back and forth and answering those questions for you and getting experts on the line to get those questions answered. So I've really gone on a long time for this not being the show. But like I said, we got some new stuff coming. We're going to get back in those comments and get those answers for you and keep the show coming. I'm not sure what's coming tomorrow. We'll have something. So that's it for today. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. For more information about anything on today's show, go to our website, ocgfam.com. The OCG Fam Show, it's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG Fam Show. See you tomorrow.